Hi, so in this video we're going to be talking about an important feature that is part of what we call OOP or object oriented programming, and the basis of that is basically the use of or the ability to use classes and objects. All right, so let's understand. So what is a class? A class is basically to think of it simply, think of it as a template. All right, and from the template you can create multiple copies, but each copy can have its own variation, own information that is distinct from others. All right, so let's give an example. Okay, so let's say in a school setting we have a lot of students. All right, so I can create a class, okay, called student. All right, so the key word is class, then I give the name of the class, and I must end the closing braces with a semicolon. Now, so this is basically the name of the class, student. All right, now when you create a class, there are a few things that are associated with it. The first thing is the data, all right, or what we call attributes of the class. Okay, so when you think of a student, what are the attributes, all right, or the data that is associated with a student? All right, so you can think of student number, the year, okay, the registration year, maybe the contact number, and so on. All right, so let's put that. Okay, so when you declare these attributes, okay, they can be public or private. Let's go with the option of making them public first. All right, so when you say they are public, which means that you can access them directly through the object, okay, which I will demonstrate in a while. Okay, so let's think of the attributes again. So maybe we can think of the year, the registration year, okay, then maybe the ID, the registration ID associated with the student. All right, and maybe they are, I don't know, maybe their course. Okay, what is the course they are registered in? All right, so there can be many other details, but let's stick with this three. Okay, so right now what we have is we have created a class. Okay, the name of the class is student, and we have declared three attributes to this class. Okay, the year, ID, and course. All right, so you can have a lot of students, all right, and each student will have these three properties. So to create these students from this class, all right, we need to use the name of the class, student, and we can call it, for example, student 1 and student 2 and so on. Okay, of course you can declare it whichever way you like. All right, and these are what you call objects. All right, so using the class, when I declare a new think of it as a variable, but in this case we call it an object because it contains not just information but everything associated with the class. Okay, so for now what we have with the class is this information or the three attributes, which are the year, ID, and course. All right, so what we can do is with this, all right, we can assign values to these attributes. All right, so I can say student 1 dot. Okay, so to access these attributes of the class, I use the dot operator. So I can say year equals to, for example, the year in which they registered. So I can say 2024. Okay, then student 1 dot ID. Okay, so since it's a string, I can put in any string that I want, for example H00, okay, anything like that. And student 1 dot course, okay, could be, for example, engineering. Okay, and you can have different data for student 2. Okay, so for example student 2, I can say the year is maybe 2023. Okay, student 2 dot ID equals to H00. Okay, and the student 2 dot course could be business. Alright, so what I have done right now is to create a class, and from the class I have two objects, student 1 and student 2, and I have assigned values to the attributes for each object. Okay, and if I want to access them, alright, I can access them by doing the normal print out or see out here. Okay, so I can say student 1 registration year, okay, so if I run the code, okay, so it prints out 2024. Alright, and of course I can access any data that I like. Okay, so I can also do another printout, for example, student 2 course. Alright, so let me print out student 2 dot course. Okay, so you'll print out that the student 2's course is business. Alright, so this gives you the basic idea, correct, of how we can create a class. Okay, and from the class we can create objects. Okay, so have some practice with this first, and in the next video I will go deeper into this to talk about the member functions and what we can do with the member functions. Alright, so thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.